Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Noel's Tarot, and welcome to your reading. Welcome to the modality series. No, my mutable signs. Oh my gosh, I don't know where that came from. My modable signs, my mutable signs. We're talking Gemini. We're talking what's opposite that? We're talking Sagittarius. We're talking Virgo. We're talking Pisces. I knew there was some Virgo energy in this. Let me just make sure everything's okay with the camera. Yeah, I turned the screen brightness down real low. Save that battery. Which I should turn up just a little bit more because low-key, I can't see. Anyways, timestamp below when the reading will start, just in case I'm losing you with the mechanics of the reading. Sorry about that. But welcome in. I definitely feel the need to instance during your reading. We're gonna go ahead and get into what this modality series is. And again, timestamp below just in case you want to skip this. The modality series I've done. I've done the zodiacs, which I want to get back into at some point. But I've also done fire, air, earth, and water. And exploring those have been cool. And I wanted to explore the modalities. One, because there's 3, so there's only 3 readings to do. So it's like not as taxing on the energy. So it was a little bit more fun to get into. And I have to think about doing 13, but which I still enjoy. Or doing like fire, earth, water. Just it's a different type of reading, and I'm enjoying discovering it, I guess you'd say. But the first reading we'll be doing in this series for you guys will be the Introducing Me spread, which I've created. It's a 4-card spread. It's going to be Who Am I or Who Are You? Second one is Place of Employment. So like your role in the zodiac, like your modality's role in the zodiac. The gun, I'm thinking Texas Hold'em, Beyonce. There's probably going to be a little bit of Beyonce energy coming through. I'm sorry in advance, but I'm not. This ain't Texas. She's so good. So the third one is because so many interesting thoughts come in. And that's probably the Pisces energy, which is my Mercury. So that's like my thoughts and ideas. So I have to really rein that in a little bit because I was thinking about how like the gun is how I did 2, and then for 3 I had to switch here. So like the gun disappeared. A more cohesive way to do it. Something about not like no war, more peace, birth of more peace. I don't know, something like that. Because the 3 is like Empress birth. Anyways, the third card in the spread, Jesus Christ, third card in the spread is, oh my God, any pet peeves, challenges that you face, and some advice with that. Like your modality, like depending on, where it falls in your chart. Any challenges you face with that, and have some advice. And the fourth one is what is it? It is any special talents, I believe. I forgot the book inside, and I didn't want to go get it because I wanted to hurry up before the sun got too hot. Yeah, it's definitely about the special gifts and talents that you possess. And this part was like sort of inspired by like the idea of like, like syllabus week, the first week of school, when like you're introducing yourself and you're like, hi, my name is whatever, I'm from this city or state, my favorite snack is this, and then a hidden talent, I don't know, something like that, when you introduce yourself that way. It's like an elementary or middle school, maybe high school type of thing. But I don't know if you did it in college. If you did, that's kind of fun, honestly. It just sounds like a school thing, all in all. But anyways, I definitely feel the need to incense, first of all. Oh yeah, it was also inspired by that Nick Jonas song in Camp Rock 1. So that's where the name at least came from. But the idea of the spread is like that, introducing yourself, sort of introducing your modality to the thing, to the world, but also because it's like on YouTube, but to yourself, so that you can understand at least a little bit more about the modality within your sign, and how it like affects modality. Yeah, the mutability, the modality within your sign, and more so like how to operate with it, stuff like that. But anyways, I hope that makes sense. That's what the purpose of all these readings have been, at least so far, for the cardinal and fixed signs. If you're here, hello. I feel like some of you could be here, definitely. But definitely watch any reading that helps, because I'm basing this off of just a mutable sign and where it falls in your chart. So like, you know, if there's like any Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, or Pisces within your chart, just definitely seeing how it affects you, or like that's where you should look towards. Like if you're like in this reading, that's sort of like where you should be looking towards applying this reading, if that makes sense. I have to find a better way to say that. But I definitely wanted to instance because I'm struggling with a certain mutable sign, and I definitely just wanted to sort of like, if their energy is out there, I'm gonna feel like doing it twice. I feel like if their energy is out there, I want you to make sure that you're not here. Back up. Not you. Everyone except them. You're lovely. I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope that this helps really so much. But if you're not, if that's not you, if who I'm speaking about is here, just make sure the energy is out of here, because the energy has been bopping me up all day. Some people are so frustrating. Let me make sure yeah, see how negative I felt. I don't know. I didn't want to bring that into the reading, but I wanted to make sure at least I brought it out so that it could be, you know, at least peacefully resolved and expelled in my own way. Anyways, welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna be doing the spread one card from the Prism Oracle to get an overall energy. Oh, we have love at the bottom. Ooh, a new song I've listened to. Kelly Price, is her name? Kelly Parks Price? I don't remember. Love Sets You Free. I love that song. Love sets you free. I love that song. It's so good, and I just heard it. I just listened to the album. It's so good. I'll probably link it. You know, check that album out. But we'll also be doing the spread with the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. We got the letter at the bottom. 7 of Swords, 27. I'll see what that's about. I actually took pictures of the deck, so we'll have the deck today. The guidebook, I meant to say. I always get those mixed up. Pisces Mercury. But we'll also be using the Believe in Your Magic Oracle, which I also took a picture of this guidebook. The Universe, we're all just stardust. And these are all just cards that I'd be normally guessing on, but we're not going to guess today. I'll pull up the guidebook. Where did I put the guidebook? Oh. She right here. Gotcha. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get into the spread before I turn into Aquatica, SeaWorld, and your local lake all at the same time. All on my face. Alrighty, so the Prism Oracle, just one card to the overall energy for you guys. For my Geminis, for my Sagittarius, my Sagittarius, that word is always fun to mess up. Sagittatical is what I say, but Sagittarius, my Sagittariuses, for my Virgos and my Pisces. Excuse me, and my Pisces. Especially during the season, say that with your chest. For my Pisces. For my mutable signs, is one energy from the Prism Oracle. I can already feel it on my neck. It's still pink too. Oh my god. Just like the love energy. Sweetness though. Ooh, that's immediate. Why? Is it actually? I can't see now. I can't tell. It's not too bad. I'm gonna ignore that. Sweetness. It's given still love sets you free. From that song I was talking about. This card always reminds me of like and now it's giving rest stop sign, it's just like a big sign. It's like even like a billboard. So like, I don't know, something about creation. But like sweetness, a billboard display, something on display. It's almost like, and with the universe I just saw, it's like the universe is putting on a display of love for you. It's like they're showing you a way that they really truly do love you. I don't know what that's about though. With introducing me with sweetness, you could display your love in a very interesting way, a very, very unconditional way, with it being pink. But pink is usually, to me, no pain, no gain. So it's like that unconditional love comes with pain. That display of love comes probably with like a time where you don't display the pain that you also go through. You know, that balance, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a display of the love that you give out. There's also a display that you go through privately, whereas it's just like you there might be pain that's involved in the process that you don't always give out, and that's given it's given that oh my God, what is his name? I always forget, but I don't mean to, because he's oh so popular and also influential, so I shouldn't forget his name. But I'm gonna give it to Pisces and Mercury energy and give myself love because I don't mean to. But he played Theodore Roosevelt in Night of the Museum. He plays very funny roles all the time. But he was an actor in a comic, you know, he passed I'm remembering wrong. It's just a very dark ending for him, and it was very sad. But he was always very sweet and always trying to make people laugh. So it's that energy of like yeah, you don't know, it's like there's pain and there's gain. But I don't know, there's something about that with you guys. Do I need to pull out the sweat detector? I think I will. I'm using. Which sweat detector? I'm gonna use this sweat detector because it's an interesting color. So I no longer fear wiping my face. I'll just bring attention to it, even more so. Alrighty. I am confused with that. So I'll look at the bottom growth. They're both like you see how they're it stems and then like it blossoms. Like this stems and then like it blossoms. Something about that. Stemming from something but then blossoming on your own as well. Coming from somewhere and then to pimp a butterfly, I'm feeling in that sense where it's like to come from a hard environment but then to blossom in a beautiful way still. So anyways, we'll move forward. I have the guidebook for these, so we'll be able to look through. So let's see what we got. Mutable signs for their reading. Let's see who you are. What's your role, or what's your job? I think what's your place of employment. Any pet peeve? I didn't say flip out yet. Any pet peeves? And any special talents? I think it's so cool. Mutable signs are interesting. It's like it feels like you guys were the modality where God or spirit was like, all right, I'm gonna break a rule now. It's like if cardinal is like always changing and fixed is always staying the same. It's like God was like, porque no los dos, you know, that commercial with the with the little Hispanic young girl, and it's like I think it's like a Taco Bell commercial or some shit like that. It could be something else. Or like a tortilla shell commercial where they're like soft shell, crunchy shell, why not both? And God was like, that's how he made Joel. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was funny thinking about that before I started the reading. Sweat detector activate. It was literally about 30 minutes ago. Not this warm. I literally just did a reading a second ago. So let's see, who are you? The mountain gives Virgo for sure. Like very hermity, but okay. 21, 8 of Wands. I'll look at the book. I know it's about overcoming obstacles, so you're definitely someone who overcomes obstacles. That no pain, no gain. Like literally when you climb up a mountain, you know, it's probably a lot painful to your legs, but you gain that strength in that. So Capricorn coming through, but that's just cardinal energy. So place of employment. I'm sure the Virgos have their ears turned on. So, wow. Oh, the mice is 7 of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. Someone dealing with pest control. Who was in the oil control company? I need to know, because not like oil extraction, but oil stoppage for my face. I said, let there be wind. Avatar Last Airbender. Free my soul. Place of employment is 23, the mice. What's next? Any pet peeves? heard someone say sweat. That was me. That's my Virgo rising. Literally, my appearance. I said Virgo rising. I do not accept this because I don't want. I don't want to be on Google Maps as the next lake. Alrighty, the sun was what was this one? A pet peeves. The sun. Is that not a funny joke? Cause not what is causing my sweat? But if not the sun, I'm not gonna laugh here on the channel. I'm just gonna keep moving forward. That's 31. The sun, Ace of Pentacles for any pet peeves. That's usually a good card. Why would that be challenges you faced? Growth. Okay. Maybe like changes, or because like day to night, or night to day. So even like periods without growth or having growth. I don't know. So anyways. What else? Oh yeah, special talent. Any special talent or gifts that you possess? What is that? Oh, the man with the heart, or the no. Well, it's an Ace of Cups, but it's a man. It's the passionate man. Oh yeah, from the deck. Because there's the passionate man. There's the feeling man or caring man. I think I can't remember what the book says, but we'll look at it. A lot of 20s in this. A lot of 20s, which I don't know what 20 energy gives me. It gives me in between, because if like your 10s are like childhoodish and your 30s are more like adulthoodish, it's like 20 could be that in between. So maybe a little bit of in between energy. That's definitely mutable for sure. In between being fixed and cardinal, just being both at the same time. But we'll read from the what to call it, the book, and see what we got. Oh, my dragon is falling. No, oh god, the dragon fell. I didn't show it to you, but now I guess I'll show it to you. I gotta see more. Shit's sick, right? Now I gotta put it back up. The sticker fell out. That's not a problem for right now. I'm just gonna try to put it back up. Oh my god. Yes, let your wingspan be open, babes. Alright. Oh my god, the bitch is aiming downwards. Come on. There we go. I don't know. What did I drop? It's okay. We open up the guidebook. Looking at it initially, who are you at the mountain? Someone who definitely overcomes obstacles, definitely might be a bit of a hermit, but with 21 being the world, you make changes within yourself and then in the world around you. 23 being the mice place of employment, it feels like something, I said pest control is a joke first, but the mice are generally about things that eat away or destroy things like incrementally over time. So your role in the zodiac is not, you could be someone who incrementally eats away things over and over time, but it's like, I don't see that. I more so see someone who's like a defense against that. Especially with the 7 of Wands being the number on the cards, like you defend against it. You're someone who helps at getting rid of problems that would probably be problems that would be like problems over time. So it's like you help give back more life to something and take away what eats away at it. And especially in the zodiac, like that's your goal probably. It's like to it's not like your career or your job. It's in this aspect. In the zodiac, it's supposed to be you're supposed to be helping at like giving things more life, keeping things from being eaten away, but like help it to remember where the real problems lie. That it's almost not the gun going to 3, but like it's almost like where it's like it feels almost like a tug of war between like which role is more important, but you show that every role is important. Like even how the way like mice, like even like some mice are nice, they don't really eat, like they're just in nature in the wild, but it's almost like letting something be natural within the wild. It's like just be yourself and don't cause like war, don't cause conflict. It's like we're all the same. I don't know how to say that energy more so, but pet peeves being the sun. Exhibit A. But the sun is also about like growth. So we talked about like with number 3 being the birth and like growth and like feels like very empress. If 3 is birth and this is growth, it's like maybe challenges you face have like been challenges with like you can create things, but sometimes it's probably hard to continue to grow them, to continue to build them up to the highest potential it can be or something like that. But now it's like you're defeating that. It's like even coming under the mountain, like you're overcoming that challenge. You're now like growing things, or you're seeing what you've grown over time still. Like it's like there's a lot more hope in that, even with the sun being an actual star physically, to be honest. I mean, technically, it's just like the biggest star that we can see. The star is so big and the star is so close to us that it literally has physical ramifications. Exhibit B being the same as Exhibit A. But it's interesting because the Ace of Pentacles is like uses like a vault. It looks like to me like a little like doorway to something else. So it's almost like you're definitely overcoming that challenge. And see how like the numbers are here with the Roman numerals is like over time. It's like you've been maybe over time you've been trying to access this door, access this, like trying to like defeat this challenge, and now you have. It's like now it's like the time that you've opened the door. It's like almost like someone who's trying to like open a safe with like a stethoscope or like something to listen in, where it's like you're trying to open it. Like I like the example of God like doing not both. At first I was thinking like God was like you know, now he can like break a rule in a sense with that. It's like that's how he made you guys. Where like it's not just one thing, it's like 2 things at once, with mutability. And so it's interesting because now it's like that stethoscope and safe things, like you're getting into like maybe even like a lot of hidden knowledge, but in a lot of awareness and knowledge, or just knowledge in general. So you're probably very learned, and that's probably been a hard challenge for you too, probably learning. But it's like now it's like you've opened the safe somehow, you know, to a lot of awareness and knowledge, and it's helping you in a sense. It's like opening a safe and it's got like $10 million in it, or $10 billion in it. And the passionate man here, being any special gifts and talents, just feels like very, very driven, but then also just very willing to like, you know, keep pushing, keep going, keep with the man, keep doing, keep protecting, to keep moving towards your goals for sure, and keep applying yourself. Because I was thinking like the women to me and the versus the men in the decks have been a lot about like learning things and then actually applying what you learn, going out doing it, getting in the field versus staying and looking at the field and learning. So something like that. It's just things like that. But now this is like any gifts and talents that you possess are definitely your ability to apply yourself no matter what. And it's funny because I was thinking about this. So I know it's here because I'm reading again, but I mean, I was thinking about the example after reading. I was like, the example of not breaking a sweat, and it was like, I don't know what. I mean, I do know obviously what we've all collectively thought that means, but then I thought about it for myself, and then I was like, not breaking a sweat gives me the energy of like, and like this man kind of resembles the image of what people think. And I think that's also built off of like European history or some shit like that. But like the image of like Jesus in a sense, or it's like I think about that. I think about prayer, about how sometimes people would like bleed and sweat, and I don't know, like they would just like but they wouldn't stop praying, and like that's what I think of the image of like not breaking a sweat would be too. It's like even when you're like not even when you're sweating or like going through uncomfortable moments where it's like you're within your spirit, but you're still like you still have things to say to God. You still have things to pray for in a sense. You don't like break that sweat. You don't like leave the meditation or leave the prayer or leave your connection with God until you I don't know, but that's what not breaking is what I thought about, and that's what it gives me for your special talents. It's like that energy. of like staying with your connection no matter what, in a sense. But I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know. Now it's giving Beyonce, Lemonade. Like, I don't know much about that relationship. I know a lot of men and women think differently about it too, especially like Jay-Z and like Beyonce. Just like, you know, I don't know, they're just like a little bit of pinnacle image of like men and women, and like just how naturally they are men and women. Like Jay-Z being so masculine and whatever I mean they're both balanced, of course, but just like that image, I don't know. It's an interesting image here. Not as much Beyonce came in until now, so it's funny. But wasn't about the book. I mean, do I want about the book? I feel like I said what I want to say with those. Let me just read what I see. 21. Luckily, they're all like the 20s. 21, the mountain. I come to bring you challenges and obstacles with blockades and resistance. I'll make you late for your date, and my coldness will take emotions out of the plate. Pay attention and beware. I can be the enemy. The mountain is a symbolic of obstacles. What is it to be conquered? It shows that you might take another path than a planned route. So that's kind of like who you are. You might take a different path, and it might be an obstacle, but in that sense, it's like you're following yourself. So that's what you highlight. It's just, you know, that's who you are. Before it's even highlighted, before it's even shown, it's like that's who you are. You follow your path no matter what. And I don't know. I mean, I think about the fact that even with the mutability within that, like some mountains are bigger than others, and some people will climb to the highest mountains. Some people climb to like a regular mountain, and it's like just depends on what, you know. It's like what they say, God will only give you the struggles that you can handle and things that you can handle, stuff like that. It's like sometimes God gives somebody else a lesser struggle, and that's just because that's what they can handle. So it's like it's not about looking about who has what or how much experience people have or what people have done. It's like you have to understand, or people have to understand about you. It's just that your path is for you and theirs is for them. That's important for some reason. With the mice, I was interested about that. Your place of employment. The mice are completely happy with their work. You don't want me in your house. You don't want me in your blouse. I bring loss. I bring theft and destruction and decay. I'm your stress and anxiety. I'm the worry in society. I'm your nuisance. I'm your pest. I bring sickness in your nest. So it definitely feels very. You could be like a nurse as well, like a doctor. But I also see like, let's see. Mice are completely happy with their work, so you definitely could be very happy with your work as well. Happy with your mutable energy, what it does, what it helps for you and other people. The gradual destruction of possessions and resources. They're happy. They're busy nibbling at fruit and bread. So you could be a taste tester. You could, or your senses are very important to you, and they're very important to your role in the zodiac, like your senses. And think about senses like sight, smell, touch, like feeling, stuff like that. Those senses that you have are exterior to interior. It's like you smell something on the outside, it goes into your inside. You can process that. You touch, you feel something, it goes within your body, you process it. You see something, you think about it, you process that. So it's very important how the exterior affects your interior, and how you give that back out for like everyone else. So very much like a processing something, and then like a it feels like a process, definitely, like even that word. So it's like you process it and then you process it back out. So how people see you, definitely, because it's like you show a very natural process of something, and so it makes people feel more like even that defense, it makes people feel more safe, almost safe again in their humanity, even. Gives away Pisces and also Virgo. Maybe even Gemini, but I'm not sure. 31 is your any pet peeves, the sun. I am success, hear me roar. I control your ego and charisma. O, I boost your confidence and courage. I bring victory and glory, but be careful not to get cocky or you will be branded a haughty. It's Haught. I don't know what haughty. I don't know what that really means. I can't think of it now. But it's funny because it literally rhymes with the word haughty, which is what a sun is. But challenges you face, maybe like the ego and the cockiness, maybe challenges you face, or maybe thinking too highly of yourself, or having too much confidence, either in yourself or other people, where it's like you highlight other people strongly and you bring them up onto a pedestal and it's probably not where they should be. Or you could do that to yourself. It's like, it depends, but I feel more so on the other people with that. Because it feels like it's like when you do that, you can no longer hear, like, what is it, if I was thinking of the safe example, of trying to unlock the safe, it's like you can't really listen into yourself if you're more so like if you're highlighting other people, if you're talking, you sort of can't listen in that sense. So maybe that's the challenge facing too. And just advice with that is just more so listening into yourself. If you want to open that safe, you want to get to that $10 billion, it's just all about and there's so much Virgo energy with that. But if you want to get to that 10 billion, the stethoscope is given Gemini. And the $10 billion is what Sagittarius would use to go take a trip somewhere. And then Pisces is definitely just there for moral support. They tell you that you can do it. Anyways, I was like, what is Pisces there for? What is Pisces trying to get? Pisces don't get rid of money. Like they do, they like the money, but they're there for the heart of it all. They'd probably rather be home watching TV. Let's see, 28. That's your special gift or talent. The man here, that's man number 2. That's what they said. I could be the significant male subject. The reverie, man, this might be provide specific reference for a reading. A strong-looking man wears a red cloak himself, bare chest, showing masculine Mars symbol. So taking action. Mars also being transformational. You could be good at taking action and transforming yourself, really being self-sufficient, self-propelled. The red cloak, red is primordial, so it's just probably a natural process, a natural thing that you do, with red being so like primordial and all about the beginnings of nature, the beginnings of light. So you could also be like even think like red being like kind of the sun energy in the beginning of light, like a sunrise. You could be someone who brings, and the sunrise brings you hope for a new day. So you could bring people hope, but you also show people it's like a natural thing, and like the way you do it so naturally. He wears a pendant, so it's like the pendant shows me very like expressive. That word X again, it's like to get out into the world. So it's like the pendant's very like it not showy, but like in that natural way where it's just being, but it's still very like seen in a very it could be whatever light. I can't tell if it's good or bad light, but it's definitely more good. Because it's just still like the energy of hope, like oh, I can do that as well. That seems like a job for all the modalities. It's like seeing other people and realizing they can do things that they didn't think they could do in a very good way. It's a very balancing feeling, but it's lit with a golden background that communicates essential power. Essential. I'm thinking of COVID and like you said, essential jobs. It's almost like you show people why they're essential. You show people why these aspects of themselves are essential. I'm thinking even like Pisces, I'm showing like, it shows like why intuition is essential, why going into those deep, dark depths are essential. Showing why emotions are essential, processing of emotions, natural emotions, being who you are is essential, because that is how you like balance out, like even modalities, that's how you balance out all the parts of yourself. But yeah, I don't know, that's all I see with that. those are all the gifts that you possess. It's really cool. But anyways, let's move forward. We're looking at the Believe in Your Magic Oracle. And let's see. Who are you? Who are you? With the Mountain and the Believe in Your Magic Oracle. Evil Queen, okay. Definitely giving a little more Pisces, but also, no, more so Virgo. Much love. Virgos know I love them almost the most. So, I'm okay with saying that Virgo's definitely Evil Queen energy. Because, I mean, even in the sense that Virgo is like, it's just so self-sacrificial. It's like they deserve to be that Evil Queen sometimes. It's like they give and give and give. So it's like, sometimes you're gonna get cold and not, if you get what you give. But so you're probably definitely a person who understands karma a little bit, but also it's like with this, it's like Evil Queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. You're someone who deserves more sweetness than you realize. You're probably hard on yourself. Because with the Mountain, it's probably like you go through your challenges and you do what you have to do, but it's like you probably also deserve a little bit of sweetness as well. Literally, you deserve a lot of sweetness, more than you think you do. But I mean, also at the same time, you probably are someone who likes to do your nails as well. See what those nails are? They're looking real good. And with that black energy, it's like you are someone. There's another 2 with relationships. Oh, you probably are someone who's dealt with difficult relationships for sure. The way that there's black there reminds me of death and rebirth. On the 2, there is the number of relationships and possessions. So you're probably someone who's been treated like a possession as well. Even like nails, like you get your nails done, it's like a very easy, especially for those types of nails, I'm assuming, and a really good job, and not like the ghetto shit that I be doing. But I'm pretty sure these are pretty expensive. So it's like, it feels very much so like, and sometimes with that relationship, some people can get very much so like, oh, I do your nails, I deserve this. And it's just like, that probably could be an energy where people like think that they can buy you, and that's not good. But I also feel like there's an energy of like people can slightly afford you sometimes, but they cannot buy you for sure. I was gonna say, don't let that sway the fact that you can still get your bag, however it be, but they cannot like buy like you down to the depths of your soul. They're not gonna take that. Yeah, that's all I see with that. I was gonna pull all the cards out and then go over it, but it's pretty hot, so I'm just gonna end the first set of these, and thank you guys for being a beautiful ending, because this is, I don't know, it's very nice for some reason. But the beautiful ending to the first part, the first week of modality reads, because it is warmth, and I wanna, literally the sun came through as an example again. But your rule in the zodiac, confidence. It comes with time and patience. This girl's all curled up. It's almost like if this is that pest control job, I'm like imagining if it's like a pest control and I have to go like get rid of some spiders or whatever, nasty. It's almost like the job, the role, it seems daunting. Is that 23 with a 23? Wild. So this could be a journey that you're completing, because technically I'm about to not be 23 anymore, and so that's something I'm completing personally. In just a couple of weeks. So it feels like a journey that's ending. The way that she's on this train, like I think I mentioned transportation in the weekly reading, so not this one, but the way she's moving through that train, she's going on to a new journey. She's leaving one thing behind, going to something else. 7 of Wands, defending that journey, confidence. And that's your role in the zodiac, is to, and that's in between, because transportation is like in between one place and another. So to show people that the in-between is important. It's not about point A or point B, it's about what happens in between. It's not about one side or the other, it's about, coming together. Which seems very cheesy, but it's still important. That's why confidence is important to have, because it can be like looked at, laughed at, joked about, scoffed at, but then at the end of the day, people realize it's super important. Where the sun's there, it's like literally at the end of the day, it's like people are like, oh, where'd the sun? Like I think back in that in caveman time to be like, oh shit, the world's over, and then the sun would come back up again. They'd be like, okay, okay, okay. You know, that sort of like primordial Neanderthalic thinking. But it's like, I don't know. And then over time, with time and patience, we realize that it is a cycle. It does come back and back around. But at first, people probably freaked the fuck out. They said, where did it go? They said, hold up. We had energy and light. Where did that shit go? But I don't know. There's definitely the energy of like fear versus having confidence, and confidence comes with time and patience. So reeling is a natural process again, and that things do take time and patience. So I feel like that's your role. If that's not like within like a career or job that you do, it's definitely within like how you fit in the zodiac and how you help out the other signs, you know, in a sense. Pet peeves being the sun. Pet peeves being the sun. Oh, this is I believe this is a princess card. This is lioness. That's literally sun energy. You've earned all of your stripes. Okay. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, beautiful. I don't think I've seen this card in this deck yet. It has not come out. Some beautiful signs. Look at y'all pulling through a new card. You could pull through an all new energy and even think about like you've earned these stripes. It's like stripes become, or like scars or just battle wounds, things like that. They come over time. They're new parts of your body that will stay there, probably permanently, indefinitely, things like that. But it's like it wasn't always a part of you. It's a new part of you. It's a beautiful part of you, and it's a very like, I don't know. Even look at like there's like a fish in the background that's out of the water, and there's you that's on land. For some reason, it feels very in between, very transformational, very connected. Because even think about like how in the in between, it's the connecting piece for point A and point B. So it's like it's very connected to both sides of something. Your past and your future being in the, but you stay very grounded in the present. Come on through Virgo, because Virgo is even close to Leo, so that's very interesting energy. With the sun here too, it's very Leo Virgo. Definitely check out the fixed sign reading if you feel drawn to it. I'm thinking Connected by Amber Mark, or it's actually spelled differently. Because she being all Capricorn with that, and I love it. Oh, that's cool. 13. This is I'm filming this on the 13th of March, and 13 is that reflection of that 31. That's cool. So pet peeves, I don't know. Maybe challenges you face have been with connections, or 13, 31, death, and 31. 13's death, and 31, I guess, would be like, if 13 is like that reflection, then 31 would be that rebirth, I could say. Because even 3 is Empress birth, and 1 is Magician. That's the Magician birthing himself once again through the sun, through the Magician getting into the safe. So I don't know. It feels like, I don't know. Yeah, because like if that's the safe, you're getting into that safe to get that $10 billion. Of course, remembering that. It's like the connections, not feeling connected. When you're able to be peaceful in the zone, you can get into the safe, like that safe, that book, that knowledge, you know, the awareness, the sun coming through again. But it's like when you are disconnected, when there are other things like interrupting that connection, it's like it makes it hard to analyze what you're listening to or get into what you're doing. And that could piss you off. Any advice for that still is just to see how this go. You've earned your stripes. Oh, I can read that from the book that I didn't do. Maybe I'll read that one and that's it. Because I want to read all. We'll do that in another reading when it's cooler. But where is Lioness? Number 13. Number 13. I'm never gonna break a sweat. I'm gonna break a sweat. I'm a sweat, but I'll never break it. Alright, Lioness. Naturally, sometimes your growth comes with a little scarring. You come incredibly far, and you should be proud of the person that you become. Think of your scars not as a reminder of your pain you've had to endure in the past, but as proof that you can survive anything. That is the advice. Is that it's like that's the proof that you can survive anything. Don't let it. It's almost like the energy of someone who like trips and falls and then never wants to like walk ever again. It's like, don't let the pain stop you from moving. Just let it remind you that you can survive like anything in a sense. I think that's what that's saying. That even with death comes rebirth. Even with the sun going down, comes the sun coming back up again. It's like you will be able to have those moments of peace, even if there are moments of pain. You know. Oh, it's 28. The last one being, and that's the number 1. Which 28 does boil down to a 10, to a 1 again. And then we have 1 now, too. You can be your own knight. I have to read this one from the book, because I'm always seeing this card, and I'm always guessing the freak out of it. And I'm seeing 12:03 on the clock, 1, 2, 3. I feel like I'm taking the right steps with that. Because I always be seeing this card, and we brought it out for a lot of readings, and I'd be like, oh, this means that you can be your own knight. And I'm just literally reading off the card. No thoughts put into it. Because it feels, of course, very initiative, very Aries, very magician, which can also be Gemini. We have the magician energy of Gemini. So this could be a Gemini energy as well, definitely. She actually looks like a Gemini for sure. Wacky ass socks. I'm just kidding, they're cool socks. Obviously they're cool, but they're still wacky. But princess, you can be your own knight. You may be in a dire situation that you need escaping from. Rest assured, you have the power within to persevere. You already know that you don't need to be rescued by a charming prince or a chivalrous knight in shining armor. Something about what I just said, where I was like, I obviously know that they're cool, they're just still wacky. It gives you the energy because they just said that you already know that you don't need to be rescued. So it's almost like this energy of something like you already know. You obviously know like how strong you are. It's something about like, and we also just have the energy of like a reminder of the pain. There's something about, again, like reminder, you know. It's like almost like if nothing else, like this is the reminder that you may need, that you are like I don't know, like the champion for yourself, the knight in shining armor for yourself, you are the one who slays all the dragons for yourself. You're the one who not only just slays the dragons for yourself, but you're the one who does it, but does it looking good. So you had the time to put yourself together, looking good in a great manner. You know, all the brushing out of the hair, the putting on the lipstick. I talked about the nails. Like you look good, and you made yourself look good. You took the time personally to do that, but you also go out with that sword, slay that dragon. Confidence is involved for sure. Like it takes time and patience, but that's your role. That's your job. It's what you're getting better at. It's like these special talents that you've always possessed. Is that it's almost like with the one, like from the core to from your root. It's like you feel like you've already known just how powerful, just how strong you are, and that's like a good special gift or talent for you. But then you got your own shield and sword, and gods help anyone who thinks that they can do a better job. Okay, hold up, Virgo. Virgo, I love it. Who else? Virgo and Sag. Then don't even trip. Hold up, let me stop. I think that's literally Beyonce and Jay-Z, which we talked about. Virgo and Sag. That's fucking hilarious. I didn't realize they were both mutable signs. That's why they dominate the industry. Oh my god. That makes so much sense. But it's funny. I mean, I did know they were. I already knew. See, the energy's come back. I already knew they were both Virgo and Sagittarius. I just didn't connect that image of the fact that they were both mutable signs, and I also didn't connect it with what I think about mutable signs to this date, because I hadn't gotten to this date yet to speak about it. But you see, you know, time and patience, that is important energy here. But the energy of this is like, it's funny because it say gods help anyone who thinks that they can do a better job. It's like you definitely, one of your gifts and talents is that you've already known from a root, from a core, how powerful you are. And there's nobody who can be you like that. Again, that root, there's no one who has had your experience, has had your journey like you, and you know that. And you can utilize that for your attack and your defense with that sword and shield. And that's beautiful. I love that. Especially coming out with the man, the passionate man. It's almost like what do you say, essential power. It's almost like this is power, but it's also essential. Like something about the word essential is like knowing. Like essential is something where it's like you know that it's needed, you know that it's necessary. Everyone collectively knows. I can't think about what that word means now, but it definitely feels very balanced and very strong. And look at how like the sword is sharp. She ain't sharpening it. She's cleaning it. She's dusting it off. She said this. I've been through this battle before. It's very much intuitive and instinctual, but it's also very receptive and courageous. It feels very nice. That's a cool energy, guys. That's cool energy. That's for the mutable signs. That's what you guys got. I hope this helps. And I'm doing it all with sweetness. This is your sword, though. You have your sword prepared to cut, but you give out sweetness to begin with, so it's very nice. That's very nice. All right, mutable signs. I hope to see you guys in the next mutable reading in this modalities set. I don't know what we're gonna do next, but it's gonna be interesting. I know that I pray that my car is operative, so I can go and go like wherever the AC is located. I forget, behind the phone. But yeah, I'm clean that AC up. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys have a good day. Drink water, stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.